Yo, today we here at my event. We're shooting for an episode, The Lineup. Okay, our history then and now. Hey y'all, this is Kief Brown, and right now you're watching The Lineup. Come on.
Yeah, well, I'm saying ownership. I don't want to confuse the people who watch it. The ownership, when it comes to ownership,
But that's
as much as the black people spend, that's what qualifies us as a failing economy. You can't spend all the money to make all the owners, but don't have any owners.
I can't find it right now, but when y'all get a chance, Google blacks will vote Democrat for the next 200 years. And that came out of somebody's mouth. Back in the 1800s, somebody actually said that, and they won't even know about it.
Yeah, for real. It, and when my man told me that Abraham Lincoln was Republican.
Nah. Yeah, he was.
No,
he was Republican. Andrew Johnson was a Democrat.
Abraham, that's my boy.
His predecessor
Republican.
was a Democrat.
Didn't even know that. And then it makes sense when he started talking about how back in the day, when our people was more focused on ownership than social media or ownership than perception, that would have qualified us to be Republicans.
Ownership and clout, huh? They were trying to,
That's crazy that we traded ownership for clout. Like, wow.
Crazy. Yeah, definitely.
Who traded ownership for
Not you.
I mean,
definitely not you.
That's what
I'm saying some people.
Oh, now.
So you gotta be specific. Not you, brother. Not you.
No. I thought you was talking about us as a people in general. Like,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying, huh?
in general, the younger generation.
The younger
I don't want to keep saying the younger generation.
Well, the younger generation is the older generation responsibility.
Yeah, but because I don't want to keep.
So that we connected now.
I think I'm still
so we connected like this.
Right. Yeah. I think I'm still young. You keep talking younger generation. That's me too, man.
That's you too?
Yeah, that's me.
I don't know if that's great.
Well, do y'all think that we progressing as a people or digressing?
Oh, we absolutely progressing as a people.
Oh boy, that's how I feel. I'm with him.
I feel like we're doing both at the same time. More progressing than
I think it's
digressing.
still. I think it's
both
still more
at the same
individuality. I think it's still a lot of different individual. I think it's a lot of different cliques, a lot of different sets. And we ain't on the same page. We ain't singing the same kumbaya song.
But we becoming more open with each other. Like anybody,
and that's when the progress comes in.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We teach one to, you know what I'm saying? Preach
On
one to teach
more
one.
than-
I try to share styles with you.
Yeah,
You share with me.
On certain levels.
Look, even look what we doing. We were part of that.
But on
mean?
certain
You know what I'm
level,
saying?
I'm just saying, bro. We already know it's gatekeepers to certain shit. You know, it's
I'm
a
saying-
book. Like, I'll give you an example. It's one book, yo. This book costs $800. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a census book. Like it's like one of the first U.S. census book. Hey, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the only reason why I say that is like information. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times the gatekeepers they heard that information. You know what I'm saying? These are scholars.
But that's never gonna stop.
Like what? I could give you an example of what I'm saying, right? Like you said, you didn't understand about the Freedoms Act, the Freedoms Bureau. You didn't understand the 1864. You didn't get that part. But we got scholars. We got people, our leaders who aren't telling people these things. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be careful about these people.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I feel like we progressing because now we valuing the information that always been there. Now we valuing it and we actually using it.
True.
That's a plus.
Yeah, to a degree.
They gonna still try to hide it, but it's like at least now I could move around.
What about
go underneath? Before it was like they actually had me thinking, and I'm saying me because you know what I'm saying. Me and Eastside might be the youngest ones here, so that's just like y'all sons and nephews. We was probably thinking like, I don't want to be a rocket scientist. Not to say that being smart isn't incredible, but after I seen Hidden Figures, then I wanted to be an astronaut again. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting y'all know. So we was on the same page. Like, that's why I said we progressing. Yeah, give me that book. I ain't even want to read no books in high school. None. Now I'm thirsty for a book. I need that. I can't even have a conversation with my boys sipping Hennessy if I ain't read no book. My boys is intelligent. You dig? We rocking turtlenecks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying though? You feel me? That's just how we kicking it. So it's like now I would like to be informed.
Yeah.
I would like to be able to use more words than 5 different words because I'm sitting around some intellectual or enlightened brothers. Nobody don't want to talk about Magic City.
Oh yeah,
We in the
Monday.
But y'all get what I'm saying. And it's money.
It's Monday,
nigga.
Well, you brought it up.
I brought it up just to say like we didn't talk about it. We didn't discuss it. That's why we sitting around.
Jay, I think it's stages to progression. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stages to progression.
Definitely.
And I mean, like us as a people, I think goes to show. State of Georgia showed out, right?
Showed out. Finally
one.
blue.
I mean, they changed
Look.
one to the next, right? They go progress right there.
Oh, they tricked them.
Huh?
Oh, they
tricked them.
They tricked them.
Like, guess what? I feel like us understanding that we can make stuff
They might
happen.
have tricked us. They might
That's
have
a
tricked
good
us some, but it worked.
Now, get what? Whoever gave you the seed, they might have gave you the wrong
wrong
seed.
side.
That could be true.
Fear-mongering.
But once you realize what you can do as a people,
Right.
that's powerful.
Back.
Once I
That's
figure
I'm
out
talking
what
about.
I want to do now, then we can uplift.
They
We can
might have
upright.
rolled
That's just like
to the
Martin Luther
side,
King
right?
saying, "Man, I feel like I done led my people into
So,
a
like,
belly of the
everybody
beast.
know what we can
You didn't
do
went out
all
there
that.
and risk your life and did all that. Now you saying you feel like you let us in? Yes, I changed my mind.
Psychological.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
I don't want
you
to
email
deep
you
on no more.
that was Martin Luther King said.
Straight
You
up.
said the same shit.
But I like it. That's a great point. I feel like it's stages of progression. But get what? When he's sitting in Martin Luther King sitting in jail or behind the bus boycott, that's one level of progression. But when I'm on the phone with the president and he just talking to me like, maybe it's different.
Why everybody talk about that one speech? You know, he
I
gave
saw that
a
in the
bunch of
movie. I'm gonna keep it
speeches.
100.
He gave a bunch of speeches now.
He gave a bunch of
You
speeches.
know, somebody-
And they don't show you the whole speech.
The spiritual side of me tell me that we got to get it figured out real soon because I watched the movie about Noah's in the ark.
Yeah.
And when God was like,
Yeah.
man, you know what, y'all people are savages. I'm just going to wipe y'all out and start all over. I'm looking at the TV every day and I'm like, shit, man.
And
might
guess
be
what? We
close.
guilty by association. Look, we guilty. Well, it just
People doing some crazy stuff out here, man.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you what, you're guilty by association. So just imagine God watching CNN. He ain't just calling nobody out. Oh, all of them savages. That's
I know,
real.
he's sitting over there like, yeah, I think it
This
might
is
be time
real.
again. Like, I think it might be time again.
Like,
Oh my
It's
goodness.
definitely time.
I'd be scared. I'd be like, what's going on? Yo, being in Dubai, watching the TV, watching my country, and hearing what people are saying about us, I'd be like, oh my
It's
God.
embarrassing.
Like, I used to walk
That's
around like,
real.
boom, boom, boom,
Look at that.
I'm American, I'm
I
American.
swear,
Now I'd be
that
like,
is
oh,
fear-mongering
man.
propaganda.
hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes, like in
Yeah.
reverse, how America do us about other countries. Like when it comes to Africa, I just feel like I only talk about Africa the way they told me to talk about Africa. So like I done let myself think everybody over there, you know, need a quarter or something.
You should hear how they talk about us.
Bro,
That's what I said when you just said about Dubai. I'm like, they're like, I know they talking about that like a dog over
got
there.
people who talk about, oh, I'm gonna go back to the motherland. You go back to the motherland, they're looking at you like, oh, what the hell you doing?
Yeah.
Right,
They don't treat you like brother,
right.
cause you're not.
You ain't from there.
You ain't from there.
You ain't.
Nah, it's not that. It's not that.
That's-
They watch this TV. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and they
Well,
see
well,
it,
yeah,
shit
yeah,
They watch
going
this
on,
TV.
yeah.
Well,
and
like
they
he
see
said,
that-
they
know we
ain't
got a
over here
welfare-
with us. They
know
only
we got a
seeing
welfare
CNN.
system.
That's it. They only hearing the
The stuff that we
and
take for
spill.
granted, they don't get it.
struggling for, yeah.
They
They
struggling.
don't understand.
And they look at us like,
Yeah.
why we want to respect y'all? And y'all are giving welfare and giving this, and y'all don't even
Can't
take
even
advantage.
respect
And y'all got
that.
50
Now that's not
million
to say
baby
that they
dads.
wouldn't
Wasn't
get to
crazy.
know you,
Huh?
and that's not to say that they couldn't get to know you and y'all could love each other and be brothers and
I mean,
sisters.
yeah, that
but
could
off the
happen,
gate,
but-
it's the same way we look at the
Absolutely.
same way we look at. I
Absolutely.
use Africa as an example for me.
Facts.
Like I just can't see the beautiful Africa that I
they
heard about,
portray, that
but
they
because
show
the
us,
stuff
yeah.
that they showed me is like, nah. Come on, man. I'm thinking coming to America, Zimbabwe. Come on, man. Like, he got his own money now. You know what I'm saying?
You know
That was just a great point about how
Yeah,
they
yeah.
look it out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree.
How they
I
look at
definitely-
us, versus,
That's-
and we talking about America as a whole.
I mean,
It wasn't just imagine when they did when Donald Trump and them had this insurrection at the Capitol. How was they looking at us on CNN? First of all,
gosh.
First of all, I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't gotta be with a yellow belt in karate to get past these people in the building. Now.
Hey, no.
I'm gonna tell you that off the
listen,
rip.
I think we got an next
I just
in the
throw
building.
one
Come
move.
on, Coach. What you talking about? Hold on.
I mean, first of all, he was like, it's like for him, you be like Donald Trump and them folks. Like you. Like,
I'm sorry, but they did associate Donald Trump. I heard a lot of those people out there with his cousins.
This is what I mean by the propaganda and the fear mongering. And sometimes I think we just got to use our good common sense. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like if you go to any type of we have clients at the salon, right? That knew that they said they was going on the 6th. We knew that people were going on. We knew common folk knew these folks was going on the 6th. If you look at any other event, any other protest, anything that ever was going to happen there, you'll see 100, 300 fucking people, soldiers lined up with guns and ready out there on guard, standing right there to protect these folks. That's what I'm saying. Like some things are just good common sense, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Understand. I'm
like
like
that
distraction.
distraction.
Confused about what you're talking about.
Okay, so when they come, so to be like, oh, Donald Trump set these folks, or they sent these folks to do this. These, you know, they knew these people were coming. They didn't protect the Capitol. They let this shit happen. I mean, you say Trump supporter. Mm-hmm. I'm not a Trump supporter.
I'm just not saying
I'm just trying to figure out.
I didn't say anything.
Whoever can stop. Look, whoever can stop everything.
On the Capitol. Who in charge?
That's on a national level.
Let me tell you.
So you thought that you thought that his calling for them to go down, that was acceptable. You saying that what Donald Trump said on camera?
Yeah, go to the Capitol building. Y'all go down to the Capitol. Y'all protest this. They still in the
when people died.
Now the dying part, bro, is this is my point. When I say the dying part, that's fucked up. People had that.
So people died, right?
People died.
And then they was like, we're waiting on Donald Trump to get on camera and ask them to calm
to
down.
To defuse this bomb.
Bro, when he got in
let's
there,
talk about consistency. When the white boy ran the car through the people in Virginia, they asked him to say denounce white power. Did he do that then?
Yeah, but Donald Trump got a different kind of responsibility. Donald Trump is the president, which I know he didn't want to accept.
I'm not a Trump supporter.
He just wanted to just think he a businessman and he fly. But it's like, bro, when you the president, when you the captain of the football team, you can't just throw your helmet on the ground. You got to play through the fourth quarter when you the captain. When you the captain of the basketball team, bro, you got to be out there shooting the last game shot so we can accidentally maybe get this game point. But when you the captain, when you real good, that's different. When you decide you want to be the captain.
That's a lack of, I get that. That's easy to say. Okay, he the leader and it's on his watch.
Right.
That's easy to say.
And they would have did it to anybody. So nobody don't feel personal about it if it was Trump, if it was Jimmy Carter, if it was Obama, whoever. If that happened on their watch, we'd be talking about him right now. Like, what kind of captain is you? LeBron ain't about to let the rest of the Cavaliers storm no Capitol. And he just a guy. He just a basketball player. No, I'm just playing LeBron.
So
you know you my
security. Who's in charge of security? Who run point on security when you know protesters are coming?
At the Capitol? What y'all think them folks, what they saying about us? Because I don't know who run the security, but I'd rather put salvation at security at the Storm Capitol.
Let me tell you what.
With the fangs and everything. Like, I'm not.
Bro.
Let me tell you what.
Who run the point?
Let me tell you what that did. That whole saga of the Trump or the Capitol being stormed. All them little terrorists out there looking at the TV. Oh, shit. Americans didn't storm their own capital.
That should never happen again.
Never.
They didn't storm their own capital. Shit, we could have walked through the motherfucking door. You see what I'm saying? So
all I want to know is why these folks thought they were finna storm the Capitol. Then go back to work the next day. They didn't want to hide. Bro, they didn't want to go on the run. They wanted to go back to Delta, get on the plane, and go back to work.
It shouldn't even went down like that.
Exactly.
No, it definitely shouldn't.
Exactly.
And that's why it's easier to associate it with Donald Trump. For something to be that orchestrated, like
don't nobody know if it was Donald Trump or not.
The reaction. So the problem is not the reaction to it, like
what do you mean?
The way that they reacted.
Oh
the
yeah,
Caucasians storming the Capitol.
Oh yeah,
and as opposed to the pressure that
the
they applied to
the reaction's bad
protesting. Like, if,
Definitely.
Can you imagine African Americans storming that?
I done
Capitol
seen
like
it.
that?
I done seen it.
And
You don't get a chance to get a lot of dead bodies.
Now guess what? The reason that we didn't go right to it being African American, cause I feel like that's what they expect for black men to say.
What?
But we didn't say that first. When we started talking about them storming the Capitol, we were talking about how the people from other countries look at us because we don't just see
like,
race.
oh, look at them white folks.
No, that's what I'm saying. Look, well, I'm gonna tell you right now. When I seen that on the Capitol, when I seen them storming the Capitol, first thing I thought about was one of Osama bin Laden cousins.
Nah.
That's what I thought. I didn't think about, oh, well, what if we was black people out there? Like, come on, bro, they've been killing us and running us over forever.
It look like
I'm talking about, like, for real. If anybody who really want to take us down, like, if we wanted to take somebody down, that's how we'll do it. They arguing. They discombobulated.
It look like another distraction.
But I just wanted the world to see, bro, black men, we ain't sitting at the crib loading up guns, going to look for Jim Crow. Bro, we sit at the crib with loaded gun, protecting my family from anybody.
I got one more
Point
thing.
blank,
Look,
period.
I got one more question I got to ask everybody on this last subject. Now, everything that just happened with the storming was already on cartoon before it happened, years before now. How do y'all feel about that? I feel it was personal. I feel like it was personally orchestrated. I feel like that before The Simpsons. Then I seen the Simpsons video. So how do you?
I feel like propaganda. I feel like
be.
it's a distraction. I feel like they let that happen so they could blame Trump. And again, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I think that the country has a history of fear mongering and propaganda, and in politics, especially in politics. And not only did black people not like Trump, but white people hated him even more. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like for them powers that be in that 1%. They got to have somebody. Like, to me, sometimes I feel like when you tell somebody too upfront, too blatant, too forthright, it's so they won't believe it. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, even having it on the show, like, this is just their entitled mentality. Like, I can put it on the show and they ain't even gonna trip. They ain't even gonna prepare for these type of things. Of course, we're watching the cartoon, right? But you see how I feel like when I seen it in real life, then I reference it to the cartoon. It's like, did you just taunt me with what's gonna happen in a little while? You know what I'm saying?
Prepare for protests at the Capitol. They are never not prepared. It's throughout history. They've never not been prepared for protests at the Capitol.
Well, that's why we doing this right now, fellas. We celebrating the lineup so they can know that, hey, we in the dugout getting prepared too. You feel me? That's a big deal. I'm glad to be around some other cats in the dugout that I know can go the whole 9 innings, because it take a whole game. It take a whole marathon, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, yeah, man. I love y'all, man. You know, I don't be saying that a lot, but I love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of the best highlights from today were just hearing my friends' opinions, and you know, even when they dropped a couple facts on me, like, it really made my mind wonder. Like I said, when it's all said and done, I probably will go back and look up a couple things that I heard from today. This wasn't pre-planned. We just sat down and started talking and created a dialogue. So to hear what they had in their minds and to see what things we were on the same page about and what things we maybe were indifferent about, it was exciting.
What's going on? My name is Boss City, man. How y'all doing? Hey, man, the show went well. We had a good time. A lot of knowledge was shared between the brothers and I, you know what I'm saying? Learned a lot, shared a lot of information, man. Got a lot of opinions on things that we may face on a daily basis as a community. A lot of the knowledge that was shared today, I pretty much knew. But I would say that Koji, he's very knowledgeable about certain things that I did not know as far as years. But yeah, man, everything was good, man. Everything was good. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of, different opinions, different ways of people's way of thinking. So that was a good thing too, you know. But yeah, man, great show, great time, fun times, man. Tune in, man. MuscleJM.com. Stay in tune, man. Stay in tune. We coming, baby. All right.
Okay, I'm Waleed Bilal. Well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, it felt like I was just kicking it with my boys, but my man called me and told me he wanted to just kick it and have some real conversation. So, I mean, I'm all about real conversation. I know Kief is an intellect, Koji is an intellect, East Side, you know what I'm saying? We all just kicking it, you know what I mean? Koji had a couple of, you know what I'm saying, things that I disagreed with. His way of thinking about some things. I did agree with it, but you know what I'm saying? Politics, life, everything is subjective. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has an opinion. If we really want to make a change, I guess we'll run for office one day, you feel me?
Definitely love hanging out with my little bro, that's JR Get Money, Kief Brown. I've been working with a homie since he was a little jit. Been trying to just, not even trying to hate that word, but just working with him, keeping him on the right path, helping him make right choices. You know, that's really, I love the nigga. Damn, really all my niggas that sit here is like family to me, so it's easy to just sit here and politic, you know what I mean?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Eastside, man. We here. We just had the lineup, you know what I'm saying? I was with a lot of wise gentlemen, you know what I'm saying, with the OGs, just learning the game and also spitting what I know, you know what I'm saying? We had a good time, good little film, good little set, man. So, finna wrap it up. Y'all go to musclejammusic.com, look up all the artists, man. We loaded, we stacked. Stay tuned.
Yes, I think today was a success. As an artist, as an entertainer, I'm definitely figuring out different ways to grow with my fans. And I feel like for me to ask them to grow without allowing myself to grow is kind of backwards. So, as I grow, we grow. And today was a success. Shout out to my team, Muscle Jam Music. Let's get it.